Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my next quote of the day. Today we have a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt was the wife of FDR, great American president, and she was a fantastic woman in her own right. Really an amazing woman. I have dozens of quotes from her because she was astonishingly wise. I think she contributed a lot to their marriage and, of course, to his presidency. I believe a lot of his success was owed to her. She was an amazing woman. She said, "The purpose of life, after all," and this channel is about how to be happy. Well, to be happy, you got to find the purpose of life. And if you don't find your purpose in your life, you'll never be happy. That's just, I'm absolutely completely convinced of that. There's a lot of science, much science that will back that up. The purpose of life, after all, is to what? Live it. Well, that's a test we should all pass, isn't it? I'm in life. I am living it. And yet, most of us, I think the most of us are not living in it. We have found this rut, this path routine, and we aren't actually living life. We're just on the conveyor belt. It's like in airports, they have these powered walking paths, and it's moving along, and you can just stand there and you'll get there pretty fast. But if you walk and it's propelling you, you get there really fast. And most of us are just standing on a powered path, and away we going. The days, the hours are ticking by, and we're just always in one place. And that's kind of the way a lot of us lived our lives. That's exactly how I lived my whole life, and I really disliked it. And I know a lot of you do too, and would really love to change. And that's why you're here at this channel. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it. Are you living your life, or are you just putting up with it, getting by with it, enduring it? That's something only you can know. My answer was, I probably don't know if I'd have been honest enough to say it, but my answer was no, I was not living life. I was enduring it. Now, I think I always knew it. I think I was always unhappy with it and wanted to change, but I could not. Didn't see any way out. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. So, most of us are going through this routine of life, and that's really a solution. And how to be happier is to embrace all the new experiences that you can. That's really, it's just that simple. Experience life to the utmost by embracing every new experience you can. And really, the key here is saying yes to life. An experience comes up and it has the potential to be unpleasant, say yes. A possibility comes up into your life and it could be risky, there could be an element of danger. And even if there's no risk and no danger, you have a good chance of failing at this. Say yes. The failures and the risk and the danger and the unpleasantness of it all, the painfulness sometimes of life, are the things that you will look back on with the greatest joy. You don't enjoy them at the moment. Most of us don't. I haven't. But I look back at them with enormous joy. Oh, remember the time? And if you're going through it with someone else, oh my, that's the best thing. If you're going through a bad experience with other people, hopefully multiple people, but at least one other person, someday later in your life, the two of you are going to get together and say, "Hey, remember back when we," and you're going to laugh and you're going to think about how unpleasant that was and what a failure what that was and all the stupid things you did. And you're going to laugh and your heart is going to be full of joy. And so you will never have that unless you experience new things, unless you say yes to new experiences, new opportunities to fail, to be uncomfortable, to look bad in other people's eyes. See, that's a lot of it for us. We just won't take the chance of looking bad in other people's eyes. We just won't do it no matter what. It's up to you to make the decision. I'm going to say yes to life. And I think basically that's what she's saying here. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it. Say yes. To taste experience to the utmost. How? By saying yes to that experience. How are you ever going to experience if you say no to everything? To reach out eagerly, saying yes, and without fear, saying yes for a new and richer experience by saying yes. Now, there's things you have to say no to. You're not going. Someone says, "Hey, let's go climb Mount Everest." You're probably not going to go do that. Let's go spend 3 months backpacking down the Amazon River. Don't go do that. That's a hard one. There's very few of you should be going and doing that. There are some of you that should, but boy, there aren't many. You've got to be careful when you may say yes to every crazy thing. Don't say yes to every crazy thing, just within reasonable capacity to do it. Don't be afraid of discomfort. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of embarrassment. Do be afraid of instant death. Okay, that's something you might want to draw the line at, and I would strongly encourage you to do that. Live your life. Hey, go live your life. Every week, look for a new experience. Look for something you haven't tried to do before, and I'll guarantee you'll be happier. Every beginning every week, you think, what kind of crazy thing am I going to go to do today that I've never done? It doesn't have to be something crazy. Go to a new church. If you're a Republican, go to a Democratic rally. Go hear a Democrat give a speech. If you're a Democrat, go hear a Republican rally. Go hear a Republican speak. Completely new experience. Open your heart, open your mind to all these new experiences. I'm going to learn something today from this person I completely disagree with. He's got some really wise thing for me. I will hear it. And that's something that all of us can do. A religious belief, a political belief, just a belief about life. Well, life has to be this way, whatever that belief is. I don't know what it is. Say, well, why does it have to be this way? Let me go try another way and see why it's working for them. See, that other way is working for a whole lot of people. They're not all stupid. They're not all fools. They've found something in it that works. You should go find what that thing is. I don't know what it is. Go find it. It's all different, and learn something from every human being that comes into your life. If you'll live your life that way, oh my, um, you'll look back at the end of your life and say, man, I had a full, rich life. Wow. Look at all those people I touched and learned and got to know about. And look at all those things I did. Say yes every week to something that scares you. Can you try and do that? If you're not having those opportunities, then you've made your life too safe and comfortable and easy, and you need to make some changes. Seek out people in your life, groups, online groups, just find people who are doing things that challenge you, whatever they are, and be challenged and accept the challenge and get out there and say yes and risk failure and discomfort and unpleasantness and be embarrassment. That's the big one for most of us. So go out and do that. I think that you will be very glad you did. You'll find some happiness. You came here to find out how to be happy. This is how. This is how you can do it. Okay, I hope you got something out of this little talk, this little quote. If you did, then maybe hit that thumbs up button. Maybe like this channel. Consider subscribing. Maybe tell your family and friends that you found a channel that sometimes is on the mark. Lots of times he's off, but sometimes he's on the mark. And I'll talk to you tomorrow on the next Quote of the Day. See you then.
For deeper dives into psychology and philosophy, check out our YouTube channel, The Examine Life Daily, and check out our Nomadic YouTube channels. Bob is at Cheap RV Living, Autumn is at Autumn and Chloe, and our editor, Robert, is at Frontier Van Life.